Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
And today we'll be reviewing, that new tune, JAE5, Lojay and Libianca. I wish, and I think, it's a very cool record. And I've been listening to that over and over again. I'm like, okay.
But before we get into that, let Marv introduce himself properly to our listeners. So, how long have you been in the music business outside of radio?
Okay. I've been on radio. I've been in the entertainment business generally for going to 9 years now. Since 2011, 2012.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I've been from. Okay, so before radio, I actually used to do music.
Yeah.
As an artist.
Oh, so you need to hear Marv's songs. Like, so till today.
Nah.
Like, so see, we're doing that live on air. So no, see, we're doing that live on air. Now, he's one of the most talented singers and vocalists that you will ever hear in your life. So till today, I still have beef with him.
I don't believe you. I believe skills.
I'm gonna send you a link. Don't worry. Don't worry.
That hurts, Sarah. That hurts.
Okay, but
I've been believing you up here. I believe
back
skills
to
now
you.
on this one.
Anyway, so I started my career being an artist, and then ventured into radio when that's where I met this amazing guy. Amazing guy. Well, on air, I'm not shaking unless you come after me though. So yeah, met him on radio when I ventured into radio. Then from radio, moved into communications with Pulse.
Okay.
Yeah, Pulse Nigeria, and we were literally the very first set of people with Pulse. Me, Joey Akan, Kabash, who's at doing amazing with one of the cognac brands right now. Yeah. And then from there, I now went into talent management officially. Shout out to Osage, Osage Metal Chick. That's how she was known probably then. Still, I started my career as a talent manager with her. At the time, we were working with Skills, Wiz, Shady, Aramide, Ketchup. So yeah, basically, so since then till now, this is me.
I mean, if you started with Whiskey of back then till now, it's been a very long journey.
For real.
I mean, 9 years.
It's crazy. Well, we're glad to have you join us on the show today. Let's go listen to JAE5, Lojay, Libianca, I Wish. When we come back, we'll be dissecting this song.
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
Let's, take a stab at it. Marv, what's your intro into this one right here, man?
Sheesh. All right. I wish a lot of things about this record was done prior to now, but yeah. First listening though, I'm not even gonna lie, it's a beautiful record, right?
What?
But it's, for me personally, it's not that record that catches your attention on the first 10 seconds.
Interesting.
Yes.
Interesting.
Trust me. The reason why I said that is, so prior to today, when you spoke about this show, and you sent me I had listened to it when it dropped, right? And I'm never gonna lie, this was one of those records on the New Music Friday playlist that I skipped.
Why? Was it because your expectations for it were too high?
Not that, but it was more a case of the first 30 seconds of it. It started beautifully, right? Yeah. And then transitioning into
where the beat
rest
came
of
in.
Yeah, exactly. It lost me. I was like, okay, now this is too much distractions. And then, you know what? Let's keep it moving. If you're going to make a dance track, make a dance track. If you're going to make a mellow track, make a mellow track. Keep it that way, right? So all the distractions that came in later on the beat, I was like, nah, this is not there for me. Let's go. Let's skip it.
That made you skip.
That was first impression.
First impression. And then when we now spoke about this song and you now said this is this, I was like, Lord, are you trying to... I had to listen to it again over and over again and literally open my ears to it and actually saw the beauty behind the songs and the lyric. First off, Libianca, Lojay, JAE5, the three of them, all amazing creators, right? No, I'm not gonna take that credit away from them, but the final work that they gave birth to, it wasn't delivering. Lojay's verse, beautiful pen game. Libianca,
as usual.
Oh my
usual, you know what I mean?
I know.
As usual.
Libianca's pen game,
so
amazing, sweet, but it's the final stare. You know that stare in when you're cooking, right? You there's a mix when you're stirring, when you're cooking, like, you don't stir too much so you don't mess it up.
Yeah.
It's just like preparing pap,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You need to put the right amount of water, stir the right way,
Yeah.
the right exactly.
And in
so
this
that was
instance,
it for me.
what you're saying is, the beat, is the water that they added. You're saying, because I'm trying to just decipher what it is that you said. You're saying you would have preferred if there wasn't that much of a distraction with the bass kicks,
with the kicks and all that stuff.
Oh,
Yes.
serious, interesting. Wow.
So because if you listen to the first 4 lines of Lojay's song, that is those are lines that I would literally send to any girl I'm crushing on and or to an ex that I'm trying to reconnect to.
As usual, with everything
Right.
that concerns Lojay. I mean,
Okay, I see. Shout out to all the Lojay fans out there. Shout out to y'all. So I mean, those are beautiful and amazing, right? And the delivery on it, because I went further to research on the song, right? And I saw on Lojay's page a version of it that had like an acoustic version to it. I'm like, why didn't you guys lead with this in the song?
Oh, are you serious?
It was beautiful, and it brought out, it shone more light to the beauty of the lyrics to his verse. Even Libianca as well. I actually dissected the lyrics line for line. I'm like, yo, this is sweet.
You know what we're going to do? I want to know how Sarah is going to respond to that when we come back in a bit. Let's go play some music and we'll come back to this dissect still. I like the interesting, thoughts, that he just threw in right there.
yeah, I do.
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
Oh my goodness! I really wish that we could make a show off of what happens off air.
I mean, we'll call it off the mic.
Honestly, because it's
Or we
always
call
a
it
vibe.
honorable off your mic.
It's always a vibe. But yes, we just listened to that one, JAE5 featuring Lojay and Libianca, and that's I Wish.
Word.
And earlier on, Marv was talking about his first impression of the song.
Yes. And I said that, I want to know, how you feel about that. How do you respond to that?
It's so many things at the same time. First off, I agree with him 100% that his argument is very strong and it's very valid.
Word.
This song is actually very soulful. It's actually very deep
Yeah.
on the love side of things.
Yeah.
And like he said, there was this example he gave off where he said, "Why would I be singing I Wish I Put On My Love For You and dancing?"
And then I have
They
to be
should-
like, yeah, like.
So
yeah.
that is actually so
Yeah,
valid.
it's supposed to be like, I wish I pulled on my.
Yeah,
my
or it
love,
should be
you know,
slower.
just like,
Yeah.
Okay.
but then earlier on, he said the first 10 seconds of when he listened to it, the first 10 seconds didn't catch his attention. That was where I looked at him like,
Like,
the first 10 seconds was literally Lojay singing.
You get-
How
you
on
get
earth
me.
would that not
You
catch your
get- you get-
attention?
Again, shout out to the Lojay fans out there.
How? There's just something about God. I hate bringing this fan side of me on air, and that's why I really don't like talking about artists that I really like. The first 10 seconds of the song,
You blew you away.
like it's Lojay.
I saw, when I saw the video on Instagram, it was the acoustic, part that came, and I'm like, okay, Lojay is actually like, one amazingly unique artist with his voice, his
So
vocals,
good.
and when you listen to him, it does it so effortlessly, and that's one of the things I also want to give him kudos for on this record. It was effortless.
Exactly. And shout out to Libianca. Not everybody can be on a song with Lojay
With
and still hold
you know
their
what I mean?
own. We're talking about Lojay when we got introduced to Lojay with this Love and Attention EP, and how a whole Wizkid was on that song, and he
Yeah.
didn't even take away the shine from Lojay, who was
yeah.
literally so new on the
Yeah.
scene. But then Libianca is on this song, and she held her own down so much that you
Fact.
wouldn't even say that Lojay bodied her on the song. So shout outs to her for that one. I like soulful, really good singers.
Let me cause trouble now.
So before you cause trouble, if you agree with any of the things that we're talking about, or you have different opinions, or you also want to rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, like we said, send a voice note to via WhatsApp to 081-801-44343. All right, you want to cause trouble? Let's
Cause trouble.
Do you know, if I could tell you that Libianca was underused on the song?
You feel so?
Her full
Okay.
potentials
Oh, are you
didn't
serious?
come to play.
Break that down.
Would you say Lojay's full potentials came to play?
To be honest, on this song we saw a different side of Lojay that not a lot of people pay attention to, and that's his pen game.
Okay.
Not a lot of people pay attention to that part of him.
And he has crazy pen game.
Lojay has a great pen game, right? But Libianca as well, on her own part, actually has a pen game. Go back to people, look at the lyric,
Yeah.
right? Look at her vocal deliveries prior to this song, and then you probably understand and agree with me. Libianca's vocals and her pen game didn't come to play here, and it showed towards the later part of her verse when the tumba part of the song
came back.
and then she started giving people.
You're calling it the tumba.
Yeah. And then she started giving people she started giving pidgin English, and I'm like, well, she's trying to switch energies to that part of the song. I mean, I hope you I wish you get to play the song again.
No, we're gonna play it again.
Play it again.
And then you listen to her verse, and then you understand that she had a beautiful pen game to that part. Then she started trying to blend into what she was already hearing.
So basically, you're saying that towards the end of her verse, she kind of watered it down.
Yes,
But then because of the beats.
Yes, and that's why I would say she was underused on the song.
So let's break this table fully.
Yeah, okay.
So it's JAE5 we're talking about
yes.
here,
JAE5.
who is one of the best producers
in the game.
So basically, what you're saying is that JAE5 didn't do a good job with Lojay and Libianca on the song.
JAE5 did a great job with the beat.
Okay.
He did a great job with
But then you're probably saying that maybe it could have been a different beat, or they could have removed some elements from the beat to allow both of them try a bit better.
And guess what?
And who should have removed the elements? JAE5.
Yeah, but then again, don't get me wrong. That does not. Okay.
No, like you want to say
That's
something?
not discrediting his talents.
Of course not. We can never do that.
Right.
Never. We're just
Right.
saying that on this particular song, just maybe JAE5 wasn't able to meet the expectations we had off of what a Lojay and Libianca would sound like.
Maybe when we come back, I'll
All right, we'll get back into that. We'll get back to the music in the meantime. Still, of course, we're right in the building. 7 the dopest midday show in the land. You know what's up for that. New music review is live right now.
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.
Yes, JAE5, Lojay, Libianca with I Wish. First off, let's go listen to what people are saying via the voice note.
Yes, let's try and sneak in, let's sneak our one in real quick. Check this one out right here.
Hello Max FM, I'm Tochiko from Otta, Ogun State, and I will give this song a 9. Thank you.
Ah, okay, 9.
Thank you.
You're
Well, you didn't tell us why.
You should tell us why. All right, but let's get back into it.
Yes, earlier on I was saying that. So basically, with everything that we've said, we can't hold Lojay to anything because he delivered pen game wise, vocally as well. Same thing for Libianca. But then the actual issue you have, to an extent, but the actual issue that you have is with the beats. So I was asking you, are you saying that JAE5, who is, JAE5, is the actual problem in terms of the way the music was delivered?
Right. First of all, I can say again, shout out to JAE5. Amazing producer, award-winning guy, amazing music arrangement, OG, all that. But you cook, right?
Sometimes.
Yeah. But you cook.
I cook.
Is it every day that your food hits?
No dairy. So that's it.
Sometimes
Maybe
you add too much
my
pepper.
cooking is not. Let's
talk about your. Some even hear that. Yeah.
Really like go to the kitchen to whip up something.
100%.
Sometimes she add a bit,
a
bit more salt than she's supposed to. It happens.
Some days it slightly burns.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
And I think that's the case here for JAE5.
Yeah. So let's just cut him some slack. It happens.
It happens.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So yeah.
It's not going to take away the odogu in him.
Exactly. So shout out to JAE5 again one more time. So, yeah.
But then to crown this conversation up, it seems like it's very hard for us to find any crazy off, on this record. But then there was something that you discovered towards Libianca's verse. Let's wrap it up with that right there.
Okay, so for me, Libianca's verse, right? Like I was saying earlier on, Libianca, I felt like was underused on the song. Right? Because if you actually listen to her previous record, People, and if you've taken out time to actually study her lyric, you would see how much intentionality and beautiful her pen game is, right?
And vocals too.
And vocals, amazing. She flexed her vocals here.
At the beginning of that verse.
Beginning of the verse.
No, all through.
Actually,
her vocals were solid all through.
But I had a little bit of an issue with
the pen game at some point.
Pen game at some point.
And it had something to do with where the beat came back.
Yeah, when the beat started coming in, started becoming a little bit more active, right? It seemed like she was trying to write to the beat and right to the vibe or the groove the beat was given at that point in time. I wish me was because I know her. To me, standardly, I would say she was supposed to outshine Lojay on this song. But that's my personal opinion.
Relax.
But to respond to that, I also feel sometimes. So I see what Marv is saying at that point where the beat was going soulful without the bass kick, and then when the bass kick came in, she just lightened her pen game a bit and started lambaing a bit.
Yeah.
So I feel like sometimes maybe
and she
that's
still maintain her vocals while
vocal
at it.
prowess.
Yes.
But I feel like maybe sometimes they do that intentionally to say let's just relax it a little bit with the pen game so that people will not find it too serious as well. I don't know. I'm just saying maybe that's what it is right there, man.
Yeah,
But,
I mean that makes sense.
You know
but
what
compared to his argument of I don't want to dance to
that one,
I
agree. You want to hear a love song on a serene note, not on a
So that's what I'm saying. So that it justifies why she would do that, right?
I feel
so
you.
because I mean, if it was not that heavy on that part, I'm sure she would have,
delivered differently
to the mood.
Yeah.
So to wrap it up, Marv, on a scale of 1 to 10, you're gonna be the one to give us the rating on this one. How would you rate this song on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would rate it a 7.
7.
7 over 10.
Okay, all right. Sarah, how about you?
I'm very sorry. I'm in my bias state. Anything that I hear Lolo say 10 over 10 for me. It's Lojay. It's 10 over 10.
Man, for me, listening to the song, I'll give it an 8.5. For this
so
one.
Why not 9?
8.5. Like I'll give it that because I sort of understand what Marv is saying from the angle of this song is a love song that should be soulful, predominantly, and then but at the same time there's some love songs that you listen to as well that you still get that bass kick. Usher did it, Chris Brown did it, even Magic's did it with the re-up of Love Don't Cost a Dime as well, and it works so beautifully. But anyways, I feel it's point right there.
One last thing though,
you
don't read love letters in Mushin bus stop.
Oh God! Oh, you just killed
That
me.
is not true.
Just
People
killed
who
me.
live in Mushi
They
and
love
receive
to.
love letters,
You
they
don't
read
read
it.
at the bus stop. That's my point. Too much noise, too many distractions.
Hit music for Lagos.
102.3 Max FM.